Hello, namaste, my friends. I greet you in the light and love of the infinite Creator. For we are one. We developing, continuing to develop this inner connection to the source that we are. I wanted to talk about the solar flash. There's a lot of meteorologists that are seeing the solar eruptions, and they completely panic. And so we have to make sure we don't listen to the wind of panic from the materialist scientist. And it is a test of faith for those solar wind. We've been asking for the solar flash, the solar. So it will accelerate the process of the Earth that the Sun has decided to intervene within the process, the electromagnetic evolution of the Earth. So it is either we approach that through fear or we approach that through trust. And so it is very important to consider that for the humanity, consider that the universe is antagonist to life. When within the field of love and reality, the whole universe works for the one, and everything is serving. So I just thought I mentioned that, and so there's a lot of test of faith right now. So it is very important to stay connected to love, letting go of the mental. This is my challenge to let go of mental thoughts of we call reality, and what is fixed reality. That for once everything is removed, we have no choice but to turn within. And there is a need to repeat and repeat and repeat again and again and again the essential, until the essential will be integrated. There will be no need to speak about all those things. There will be new essentials that will need to integrate once we pass through and we evolve and grow. For there is this elevation that is coming. Sometimes I've been up there in the higher planes, and sometimes I feel like I'm not totally free to merge into the higher realm, but I know it is there, and eventually there's going to be this coming together for we all on a different path, on a different level. But there's great cities of light that are in the atmosphere that we want to be able to have full access to. I'm going to pull a few cards from the angels. The past is humility. Stay humble. The present is a triumph, this triumph of the light. For the light within will be victorious. The light of God can never fail. Eventually, God will break free, break loose, break everything, all our doubts and fears, and will become the dominant force within ourselves. And the future is the realization of our dreams. So just make sure you know what you want. What we're working on now is this elevation. It is this cosmic elevator. Our consciousness are being elevated as we make this house cleaning within our physical body and mental body. And the outcome will be the light. We're going to move into the realms of light, and then it will be all will be given within each moment of now. For reality is the sum of the programming of all mental activity, and heart. For the mental activity of the human beings are conditioned by fear and separation, this power over, and the sum of the collective heart experiences, the heart activity. That is about unification and love. But we're bombarded constantly with all kinds of energy. The more aware we are, the more energy flow we have, but also the more we feel the contrasting energy of this planet and what's going on right now. There's great strength in number, and the number of awakened beings are growing. It's important not to give energy to these outer programs, to navigate and to be indifferent to it, not even listen to it, not to give it energy. For the more we are able to work together, the more spirit will be able to assist us as well. For this is one of the principles of quantum reality. The more light we give, the more we receive. The more love we give, the more we receive. And so as love and light grows, the courage grows along with it, and we're passing through, we're evolving. For all the mantras and spiritual tools are very useful, and all the exercises we do, but if we lose the passion of doing it, it's like except for meditation, that is essential. If we lose the good feeling of doing it, it's like move on to something else. Look for the next good feeling source, something that makes you feel good. For we always succeed when we're having fun, when we're experiencing joy, no matter what the outcome. We've been through the process that cultivated joy. So it's about finding joy in all things. For it is all about exploration and to have the curiosity of what we will find along the way. When we ascend, we're going to have to ascend with our past, present, and future, and with everybody else's higher self. So it's like we may need to make peace with our past, our present, and our future to be integrated as one energy. Eventually, it's going to be encapsulated. It's all about inclusion, and the true power of the divine means to accept to be vulnerable, to accept to not know, to have faith and trust. So it is all a process. There is no magic formula. For they are very in the seminars, spiritual seminars, they realize by experience that if it's completely free, people come and it's completely free. People will come and for 2 hour seminar, and they will spend their time on their cell phone looking for Pokemons or whatever, or exchanging emails. They will not pay attention. So if they pay, the more they paid for the seminar, the more they will listen to it. However, there is a lot of advertisement for people that are claiming in 2 hours you'll become an ascended master if you follow this seminar, or you will become a millionaire if you follow this seminar. For me, this is all a scam. It's a process. Follow whatever you feel is your call for, and learn what you learn, but have no expectations, like those big expectations that there is this magic formula, do this and everything will be done. Doesn't happen like that. So for when you feel something strong, it will become. The Buddha explained, what we think we become, and what we feel we make real. So the beliefs and desires are creating our reality, and now we're moving into a quantum field. We need to be very focalized into what is wanted. For we need to learn to put trust in the Creator, to put everything in the hands of God. God is waiting for us to assist us in resolving all those situations. And for me, my problem is that I go into mental processes that are not always the belief in reality, in what is physical reality is like is kind of sometimes overwhelming, and it's like so they're pushing buttons within myself. I become vulnerable to low astral influence. But eventually this I am self is very powerful, becomes more and more powerful, and there is the I am presence within, and then the company of heaven outside. For this a paradox, there is no outside, for all is one, but yet there is a difference in administration between the individual and the collective. For we cannot deny the existence of individualized personality and relationship. It's to be blind and ignorant to believe that there is only God. For if there was only God, there would be no exploration. For we are all made of that, but we chose to let go of a lot of that knowledge in order to come and learn and grow through the process. So that's what I wanted to come and say. I was talking about the med beds. The med beds were those divine technologies that will eventually become available here. They were removed. They will not remove necessarily all the illness that we have self-created, that we created for our own growth and evolution. But they will remove all that was done against us by the dark forces and so on, all the genetic manipulation by dark extraterrestrials. So there's going to be a great relief. There is all kinds of things that was done that we have to experience now that are not of our own making, that were created by interference of negative force, and so this will definitely assist. And this is really also what the divine intervention is about right now. It's about removing all the dark. For it is still it is still present. We haven't shifted back to but it's shifting every day, and there is more numbers of people awakening to the inner truth and inner light. The highest wisdom is the thinker. It is to be able to plan and to have some kind of game plan. And before we act, we need a plan. Although we need to be in the present and to stay open to outcomes, to unexpected outcomes. What we need to understand is breathing, to continue to breathe, to free our breath, and to tune into the breath of God, the Holy Spirit. What we need to do is the wind of change. For when it's going in the right direction, we need to pull up the sail and to be the wind in the to be the sail in the winds of heaven, so we can move forward. But then when the boat is rocking, and then there is like the energy is not so good, we need to drop down the shield and drop down the sail and and tune in within. Yet the shield will not assist us. The shield we created, or we need to be protected from the lower frequency. But yeah, we do not want to have shields between us and our source and divinity. And the outcome will be the timeless moment of now. It's going to be this elevation that is coming. So just stay positive, stay focused on positive outcome. For it is always. It is a challenge to be on the earth plane right now, but the promises of spirit for freedom and liberation will come, and we have to focus on our own freedom, what's within our power, in order to ascend and trust. Of course, I'm not saying everybody does whatever they want to do, but they either trust the materialistic scientist about the solar flash, or they trust God, they trust the universe. So it's about not being afraid of that which is the same thing with the earth. The earth will shake, where the volcanoes might awaken, but it's all part of a great process. Follow your inner guidance, and you will be protected and moved if needed. I'm going to finish with a song. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a French song of Jacques Brel, but this is an English version that's a bit softer. It's called If You Go Away. If you go away on this summer day, then you might as well take the sun away. All the birds that flew in the summer sky, when our love was new and our hearts were high, and the day was young and the night was long, and the moon stood still for the nightbird's song. If you go away, if you go away, if you go away. But if you stay, I'll make you a day like no day has been or will be again. We'll sail the sun, we'll ride on the rain, we'll talk to the trees and fly with the wind. But if you go away when I love you so, there'll be nothing left in this world, you know. Just an empty space full of empty room, like the empty look I see on your face. If you go away, if you go away, if you go away. But if you stay, I'll make you a day like no day has been or will be again. We'll sail the sun, we'll ride on the rain, we'll talk to the trees and fly with the wind. But if you go away, if you go away, please don't go away. A very romantic song against the God. When please don't go away, for God is always there, but sometimes our consciousness gets separated from the source, and then for the inner sun will eventually we want it to warm us up, burn all of that is which not serving us. And the card of the day is the card of completion, the 4 of Gabriel. After the effort, the recomfort. You are harvesting the fruits of your work. Free yourself from the situation that are burdening you. So it's very much the card of completion. It's like the garden, the castle, the romance, the nature, everything is there. It's a new cycle. We have to treat ourselves with a great deal of gentleness through this process, and to let go of all the facade of things. I thank you very much. I leave you in the light of and love of the infinite Creator, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai. Namaste.